దాదాపు 130 కోట్ల భారత జనాభా ఉన్నటువంటి భారతదేశంలో మనమందరం నిద్రపోతున్నాము ప్రశాంతంగా అంటే బార్డర్లో ఉన్నటువంటి సైనికులు చూపిస్తున్నటువంటి తెగువ ఇవాళ ఎవరు మర్చిపోలేనటువంటి అంశం. ఇవాళ బార్డర్ ప్లేసెస్లో మనకి ఇండియా పాక్ కానీ లేదంటే ఇండియా చైనా కానీ ఈ ప్రాంతాల్లో అంతా కూడా ఒక సెక్షన్ ఆఫ్ పీపుల్ ఎప్పుడు భారత్పై దండయాత్ర చేయడానికి ముష్కర ప్రయత్నం చేస్తున్నటువంటి పరిస్థితులు మనం చూస్తున్నాం. ఈ నేపథ్యంలో ఇండియాకి చైనాకి సంబంధించిన పరిస్థితులు కానీ అదేవిధంగా ఇండియా పాకిస్తాన్కి సంబంధించిన బార్డర్ ప్లేసెస్లో కానీ ఇక్కడ ఆర్మీ పర్సన్స్ చాలా క్రూషియల్ రోల్ మెయింటైన్ చేస్తున్నారు. వీటికన్నిటికీ కారణం ఇవాళ ఎన్సీసీలో ప్రముఖ పాత్ర పోషిస్తూ ఇవాళ క్రమశిక్షణకు మారుపేరుగా ఉంటున్నటువంటి వాళ్ళందరూ కూడా ఇవాళ దేశ ప్రగతికి దేశ డెవలప్మెంట్లో భాగంగా ఇవాళ్ళందరూ కూడా కీలక పాత్ర పోషిస్తున్నటువంటి పరిస్థితి. ఈ నేపథ్యంలో దాదాపు 4 జిల్లాల హెడ్గా ఉన్నటువంటి దుంగరకోటి గారు నాతో పాటు ఉన్నారు. సో అన్నమయ్య జిల్లా, చిత్తూరు జిల్లా, కడప జిల్లా, తిరుపతి జిల్లా 4 జిల్లాలకు సంబంధించినటువంటి కమాండర్ నాతో ఉన్నారు. సో వారిని కూడా మరింత సమాచారం తెలుసుకునేటువంటి ఒక ప్రయత్నం చేస్తాం. సార్ నమస్తే సార్. సో యువర్ ప్రీవియస్లీ వర్క్డ్ దేర్ ఇన్ ఇండియా పాక్ బార్డర్, ఇండియా చైనా బార్డర్ ఆల్సో. How far in these places every time there is a sensitiveness which is arising by the China group of people in the border. So how far now, what is the position there?
Well, you see, the borders are very stable. The situation with China is being handled at the diplomatic end, and the army always remains ready to safeguard the borders of our country as per the orders whenever we get from the government. So as far as we are concerned, our preparedness is full. Winters are coming, so the troops are well stocked, and we are always ready to face any kind of a challenge that any adversity may throw on us.
So Indian Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi also always be in touch with army persons every day. He will interact with the army persons to motivate and moral. So how far the Prime Minister's role in India?
Well, our government is always standing besides the army, and they are always ready to support us in all the endeavors. And as far as the army is concerned, on the other hand, we are also equally prepared that any orders that the government may give us, we will execute them to ensure that the country remains safe and secure.
Right. Previously, most of the China in the border places, the against people are forcing us and beating us. Most diplomatic issues are arising. How far to settle that?
Well, as you are aware, you all see in the media reports that the talks between both the armies are going on. The government is fully involved in it, and I am sure possible solution will be found for this issue. However, in any case, that does not mean that we will let our guard down. Our preparedness always remains at the highest level and shall continue to do so.
Sir, how do you feel while your parents sent you in the army and you are the one man out of 130 crores? How do you feel in securing our India?
Well, you see, it's a matter of great pride for any youth to get a chance to serve in one of the finest organizations which is there in the world, not only in this country. And it's a challenging job. There are a lot of separations from the family. You visit almost every nook and corner of India, but these are the challenges for which were so tempting. That is why I decided to join the army, and I'm very happy that after having served for now close to about 28 years in this organization, that when I look back, I see that if in my next life also, if I get a chance, I would never hesitate to think of joining anything other than getting a chance to be safeguarding our country.
So maximum time you're spending to serve the nation. Coming back to your personal life, how much time in the round the clock 24 hours will spend for your family?
Well, you see, it's always you have to maintain a work balance and a balance with your family. So while we do our job, but it is always that the army gives us that kind of a support system where even if we are not there and we are away, our families are well looked after. Wherever we go, we have education for our children, we have medical facilities for our families. So the organization ensures that while we are there in the borders, guarding the border, guarding the country, that they look after our families very well. And it's a very close-knit family, army. So, if you are not there, there's somebody definitely there. So it's not like that if I am in the China border, there's nobody to look after my family. So that way the organization ensures it for us.
Right. Coming back to till now, we spoken regarding halfway of a coin. Now we will speak another halfway of the coin. Coming back, 75th year of completing of NCC cadets, all the crops. So it's more essential to every Indian citizen to join in NCC as one of the part in their life, as we take in breath as oxygen. So NCC is a part and parcel need to be done. So you came here before 3 years back to Tirupati. So after districts bifurcation, the Chittoor district came as Tirupati and Chittoor, Annamaya districts also. 3 in a consecutive same districts, 3 districts we can see, including Kadapa. So how do you feel working in Temple City of Lord Venkateshwara in Tirupati in these 4 places? What is your activities?
Well, you see, NCC, we have a presence in almost every district in India. So NCC is one of the largest uniformed youth organization in the world. And it's a matter of great pride and privilege to have had the opportunity to serve in this organization, and that too in the holy city of Tirupati. As you are aware, now it's been the districts are bifurcated into 4. So now we have Tirupati, Kadapa, Annamaya and Chittoor, which are under the NCC group Tirupati. And I have close to about 14,000 cadets who are there in these 4 districts. Now NCC plays a very, very major role in shaping the youth, which are going to be our leaders for tomorrow. NCC initially started off 75 years back. It was thought to be that we are training them to be the second line of defense for this country. However, over the period of time, the aims of NCC has changed. Today, our aim of NCC is, the main aim that we look at it, is that we have to create good citizens for this country. Our aim is not that you are joining the NCC, so you have to join the army. What we ensure that we give them good life skill sets. We teach them good things. We teach them to remain physically fit. We teach them to remain mentally agile. We teach them punctuality. We teach them obedience. We teach them leadership. So all these good skills we teach them, so that in whichever field they want to go, they should be able to do their best. So if somebody wants to become a doctor, we want to ensure that he becomes a very good doctor. If somebody wants to join any other law enforcement agency, he is free to do so. Somebody wants to become a lawyer, he should become an honest lawyer. So these are the qualities that we want to bring into the youth of these 4 districts which are under us. And we have various training programs, we have various camps in which the endeavor is that whatever best we can provide the training to our youth of today, because whatever we are investing in them today will repay us back in the future, because one of them only are going to be the future leaders of not only this part but maybe of India also. So the aim is to give them the best that we can.
Right. Coming back, the youth of Indian, so nearby in our world, the youngest youth we are having in India only, comparative to other countries which are in the world, the younger population we can see in India only. So some of the people are misguiding, some of the parents also telling their children, and they insisting their children go for studies as a doctor or engineer. So rather than they need also to tell what are the achievements, what are the merits and demerits of NCC. So how for as per your knowledge, at present scenario, parents, what is the mindset of a parent before the children?
You see, the country not only needs people in the army, it needs people in all walks of life if a country has to develop well. So therefore, as I said earlier, we need good doctors also, we need good lawyers also, we need good people in the army also. Definitely we need those brave and adventurous people to guard our country also. And we need good people in all walks of life. So as NCC, we only try and ensure that, because we get the youth, and youth are of an impressionable age. So we ensure that we are giving them the best kind of training and showing them a army way of life. Now, if somebody seeing that way of life wants to join the army, he or she is more than welcome. But if somebody wants to become a lawyer, it is not our aim to brainwash him that no, please don't become a lawyer. He has a flair for being a doctor. So let him become a doctor. We are not going to tell him that no, don't become a doctor, or become a doctor, but become a doctor only in the army. So we want good people, and we get good people in the army. So, as you have seen recently, what success Agniveer rally, which happened in Guntur, got. A lot of our cadets have got selected through it, and I would like to, through your channel, I would also like to congratulate all of them who have got selected for it. I'm sure, they are the first batch of Agniveer, and this scheme will be very, very successful.
All right, sir. When the NCC was established, at the time of establishment of NCC, some morals and ethics and merits and demerits, all bylaws should, right. So, at the time of implementing NCC as a part of Indians, so at the time, who first dedicated this NCT and introduced?
See, as you are aware that NCC has got, this is the 75th year of our raising, and 75 years back when NCC was raised, then that time the cadets participated in a lot of wars also, right from 47 war to whether it is 1962 war or 1965, even in 1971. They did not directly participate in the war, but they helped whether to maintain law and order, or to man some telephone exchanges, or to ferry certain items from one place to the other. So it was done. But as the country grew, as our borders became more secure, we became more secure in the world, we became more powerful. So it was felt that you need the youth now, not only in the army, but you need them in all walks of life, because a country cannot develop just by having an army. It needs other good people in every place. So NCC's aim always has been now to ensure that we are able to give good citizens through this country. So if I have 14,000 people with me, my aim is that that these 14,000 good citizens I should be able to give to the country when I relinquish my appointment and I move out from here. Now these good citizens can be good people in the army also, they can be good people in any other field also, but as long as I am teaching them the right things. Now, as you are aware that there is a lot of indiscipline in the country, so we teach them the right things. I mean, to be punctual, to be dressed correctly, to learn to obey orders, to learn to give orders, to if you are told to do a thing in a particular manner, you do it that way. Remain physically fit, have lots of exercises. That's why that's Fit India movement and all those things are there. So all these things, if a child learns, or the youth of this country learns, then I have no doubt in my mind that they will do wonders in years to come.
Right, November 27th, so almost all 75 years completing our NCC establishment. So what is the future plans? Till now, 75 years gone. So after that, need to be now the technology has been increased, so development increased, digitalization increased, every common man is getting in his hands around the world what is happening, all get together he is getting in hands through internet or through his mobile phones. So what are the future plans of NCC after 27th of November, from tomorrow onwards? We are entering into 76th, I think so. So what are the future plans?
You see, as you are aware that you rightly said, the whole world is evolving, and so do we have to. No organization can remain a live organization if it remains static. So therefore, change is the name of the game, and NCC also has taken a lot of initiatives to ensure that we also keep pace with the technology which is coming up. Initially, most of the NCC cadets was from rural areas. There where there was no facility of internet, smartphones were not there, all these things were not there. But especially during the time of COVID pandemic, we realized that it is not so. So we made a lot of our training, we made those training modules which were online, and we sent it to the cadets to study that. A lot of our surveys and other things that we are doing, the cadets do it on their smartphones. Initially there was a lot of hesitation also. People said that no, people of a very poor background, they won't have smartphones, they won't be able to embrace technology. It is best to go the old traditional way. But when we did all this, we realized that it is not so. Our younger generation, which is very heartening to see, is far more technological savvy than what we are. So it was just that we had possibly underestimated them. But now they are realizing, and we are also realizing. So as you are also aware that it was there in the media that a very high-powered committee has been set up by the Government of India to review the complete functioning of NCC. This committee is under the chairmanship of Shri Bijayant Panda. So this committee is already reviewing everything that NCC is doing, and then they will suggest ways and means to the government as to how to further make it better. And as and when those recommendations are made public by the government, and once it comes to us, we'll accordingly implement it. But as I said, we are always open to change. It's a dynamic organization. As I told you, our aim has changed. Right? Earlier, the aim was to make second line of defense for the country. Today, the aim has changed to first make them into a good citizen for this country.
Right. Coming to main part, wearing of an NCC dress is a most privilege for every citizen of India out of 130 crores. So at the time of wearing your NCC uniform, how you feel?
See, being in any uniform service is a huge privilege. Now, all these youth which are there, I always tell them that please take pride in your uniform, because you will wear a sari or a salwar suit or a shirt pant all throughout your life. But it is only unless until you do not join some other uniformed organization, this will be possibly the only time that you get to wear a NCC uniform. So we ensure that the cadets are well dressed. They wear the accoutrements the right way, and when they wear that uniform, we tell them that you have to take pride in it, and so that wherever you are moving around, people when they see, they say they could look how disciplined these cadets are, and these are NCC cadets. So the moment they wear a uniform, their personality changes. The cadet is also aware that if I do anything wrong wearing a uniform, it's not only me but my whole organization which will get a bad name. So this is what we explain it to them, and we ensure that every cadet takes a pride in the uniform of NCC when he is wearing it.
Right. Finally, what is the appeal for 76th year NCC Day through our channel? What you like to tell?
You see, NCC has, as I told you, we are not only doing the training, we also do a lot of social service and community development activities. Recently, the NCC has started a program called Puneet Sagar Abhiyan. Now, Swachh Bharat was always there, but this is a new initiative of NCC where not only in the land, but on the sea, coastal areas, your rivers, nalas, ponds, dams. So our cadets are going there and cleaning them up. And whatever the garbage that is coming out of it, that we are handing it over to the municipal authorities and the recyclers so that those things can be recycled. So it is a great initiative that NCC has taken. And secondly, NCC also has now started an alumni association. We never had an alumni association. We realized that NCC has produced so many people who are in all walks of life, great political leaders, great scientists, great bureaucrats, great film stars, great businessmen, great sports person. But there was no one forum where they could all come together. And I would also know that, okay, the organization in which I was serving, who are those great alumni? So, right from our Prime Minister, Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi, who himself was an NCC cadet, the present Defence Minister is an NCC cadet, ex-NCC cadet, our DG NCC, he is an ex-NCC cadet. So it's a huge, even in today's time, there are so many people who are ex-NCC cadet, but we are generally not aware. So now with this alumni association, we have started registering the alumni who are there, and I am very happy to tell you that in the complete Andhra and Telangana, Tirupati group has registered the maximum alumni. And tomorrow on the occasion of the NCC Day, we are calling all those alumni who are free to come and join us tomorrow. And we will like to felicitate them, we like to feed them. And so what will happen is, once you come there, you realize, oh, okay, I have got so-and-so in police also. Okay, so-and-so ex-NCC cadet is working with TTD. So-and-so ex-NCC cadet is working with Flipkart or somewhere. So they also, thereafter they come back to us. Like last time when we had this alumni meet, one of the alumni who was working in one of the firms here, she came back and she said, sir, these many vacancies are there. Kindly convey it to the cadets. If we get good cadets, we will, always give preference to the NCC cadet than to, people who are coming otherwise. So this is a very, very good, forum which has been created. And through your channel, I would like to request all the ex-NCC cadets who have been, who are there, to register it. It's very simple to register on the internet. Anybody can go and just register themselves. Has to be an NCC cadet. After verification, then he's taken into it. So it's a very, very good this thing, and I'm very happy to see the kind of response which in these 4 districts we are getting from our ex-cadets.
చూసారుగా ఇప్పటివరకు కూడా ఎన్సీసీకి ఉన్నటువంటి ప్రాముఖ్యతను కూడా ఎంత వివరంగా ఎవరికి అర్థం కాదు బహుశా. ఎందుకంటే అంటే దీని యొక్క వాల్యూ అంత ఉంటుంది. ఒక ఎన్సీసీ యూనిఫామ్ మనం ధరించామంటే అది దేశ రక్షణ కోసం, సౌభాగ్యం కోసం. సో చాలా ప్రౌడ్గా కూడా ఫీల్ అవుతుంటారు. సో అలాంటి ప్రౌడ్నెస్ ప్రతి ఒక్క భారతీయుడికి కూడా ఉండాలి అని అంటే 75 వసంతాలు పూర్తి చేసుకున్నటువంటి ఎన్సీసీ డే సందర్భంగా ఇవాళ 76వ వసంతాన్ని కూడా అడుగుడుతున్నటువంటి నేపథ్యంలో ఇవాళ పూర్తి స్థాయిలో దీనిపైన సంబరాలు చేసుకోవడానికి కూడా ఎన్సీసీ క్యాడెట్స్ సిద్ధపడుతున్నటువంటి ఒక పరిస్థితి. ఇవాళ ఇండియా బార్డర్లో కూడా, ఇండియా చైనా బార్డర్లో కూడా తీసుకుంటే ఉద్రిక్తమైనటువంటి వాతావరణాలు ఉంటాయి. దేశం కోసం ప్రాణాలు అర్పించడానికి కూడా ప్రతి ఒక్క వీర జవాన్ ముందుండడానికి సిద్ధపడతారనేసి ఇవాళ దొంగల్ కార్తిక్ చెప్తున్నటువంటి ఒక పరిస్థితి. ఏదేమైనప్పటికీ ఇవాళ ఎన్సీసీ లాంటి ఒక క్రమశిక్షణ కలిగినటువంటి ఒక సంస్థలలో ఇవాళ వన్ ఆఫ్ ది పార్ట్గా ఉంటే ఇవాళ డిసిప్లైన్తో పాటు దేహదారుఢ్యం, మెంటల్ ఎబిలిటీ ఇవన్నీ కూడా పెంపొందించుకోవడానికి అవకాశాలు ఉంటాయనేసి కమాండర్ చెప్తున్నటువంటి ఒక పరిస్థితి. ఇది వాటి డిస్కషన్. రేపు మరో అంశంపై మళ్ళీ కలుద్దాం.